I love to watch little birds, so I have a feeder in my yard. And unfortunately, there is this chubby little bully bird that keeps monopolizing the bird feeder and squawking and scaring off all of the other birds so that he gets to enjoy it to himself, even though there's plenty of room and plenty of food for many birds. So I got a second bird feeder in hopes that the other cute little birds could come and enjoy it. And unfortunately, this same bully bird is now exhausting himself, going back and forth between both feeders, monopolizing them both, won't let any other birds come and enjoy the environment. And this is a good analogy for what happens when there is someone in a position of authority that's a bully, that abuses their power and ruins the environment for everyone else. And in the description of this video, I'm posting a link of a video from a community that I fled from, which is a good example of why I fled. But, you know, the Alaska State Fair should be a very fun and happy day for a child. But unfortunately, because of the actions of law enforcement, this specific child was subjected to child endangerment at the hands of law enforcement and witnessed to assault in front of many children, many witnesses, as police brutality was evident. Even though the man, the subject, was subdued, surrendered on the ground, he was punched multiple times by a law enforcement officer who then held a taser upon him for an extended period of time for the purpose of torture, even though the man was not resisting, and others were shouting at him to stop. And it goes to show that even if you remove a chief of police in a law enforcement agency that is experiencing corruption, the culture that has been bred over the years of that corrupt officer's service remains evident in the force. And we as a people are affected. You know, Palmer, Alaska is an adorable, quaint, lovely little town filled with wonderful people. But because of a few bully birds, corrupt officials, and those who abuse their power in the state, there is a ruining of the environment. And we can, as a people, say that's just the way it is. You know, police exercise brutality. They commit crimes. You know, their badge tends to be a hall pass for them to commit crimes that anyone else would be arrested for. If we stand back and take on that attitude, then the corruption will continue to breed like wildfire. And we as a people can peaceably voice and hold accountability to those who are breaching public trust, who are misusing their positions of authority, and that want to be the bullies of the community and ruin it for everyone else. I had to flee for my life because of the degree of corruption in that area, and I'm sure I'm not the only one who has been subjected to unethical and corrupt conduct of those who the public is trusting to be ethical. And, you know, we don't know why law enforcement was called to respond in this situation, but it doesn't matter why they were called. Their job is to de-escalate, not escalate. They're to prevent assault, not to commit assault. So I would just encourage us to not be accepting of this kind of conduct because it ruins the environment for all of the other birds.